everyone. Today's workout is Pilates using a Bosu. The Bosu is one of my favorite pieces of equipment. It's very versatile. I use it in weight training, cardio, Pilates, balance work with my seniors, things like that. So it's a really great piece of equipment to invest in. You can invest in one for about $100 to $150. But this Pilates class definitely needs the Bosu for it, and it's a very unique, pretty advanced Pilates class. Let's get started. Just step on top of the Bosu. I am in bare feet. I like to feel those proprioceptors from my feet and also really work the muscles under my feet. As I acclimate balance, please work progressively on the Bosu. Don't take the next level up until you feel very ready. Rock your feet forward and backwards and feel how the muscles engage when you feel unstable or out of balance. And that's a whole big part of the workout today. Now take your right hand forward and stare right at your thumbnail. Follow your thumbnail to the side as you move your arm with your eyes focused right on the thumb. Bring it back forward and bring the hand down. Notice how unstable you became. Bring the left hand forward, look at the thumbnail. Follow it off to the side as you move your arm to the side. And then bring it back to the center. Keep your eyes on the thumb. And then bring the arm down. This time bring both arms up and just stare forward. Open the arms. So visual tracking can make a big difference. Bring it down. This time as you bring your hands up, instead of following your thumbs, close your eyes. You'll feel really unstable at first. Keep your knees bent. And then open both arms out to the side as you keep your eyes closed. Bring the arms back to the front. And drop the arms down, open your eyes. Again, notice how wobbly you felt. And again, that's part of the workout today. Bring the arms into a figure 8 motion as you go from side to side and start to introduce a little bit more motion. Bending your knees. My best advice to you working with the Bosu is be confident. Put some pressure down into it. Attack the moves with fluidity. Bring it back to center and hold. Now swing the arms down to the right and then up towards the left. Swing it down to the right and up to the left. And as you feel more confident, make the move a little bigger. Take that one more time and then bring it off to the left side down low and swing up to the right side up high. You might find today that you move in a little different tempo than I do, at times maybe moving slower or faster than I do. Find your own flow and your own breath on your movement. Come back to center and hold. Sink deep into the hips as if you're trying to sit down into a chair. Reach the arms over your head and lengthen the hips back even more, feeling the heat in your legs, your thighs especially. Now stand up. Open the arms, sit down into the chair and swing the arms under and forward. Swing the arms down, around the side and up. As you flow from the arms around the side to forward sit, and then down around the side and up, feel the stability in your legs. Your breath. Let's remember those principles of Pilates. Control, centering. Lots of concentration today, movement fluid and smooth. Think of every detail about the move and then incorporate the breathing. Bring the hands back into the heart and stand up. Reach forward, sit back. As you stand up, bring the hands to the side of the hip with a little rotation or twist. Good. Bring it back to center, hands to heart. Bring them down, stand up, and start to lift one heel at a time. These are called compressions. Feeling the pressure into the Bosu. As you feel more confident with that, lift the foot off as if you're doing a slow motion march. Center the feet on top of the Bosu and take the right foot to the side, touch. Bring it back on. Touch, bring it back on. Always a stabilizer muscle in Pilates. Let it go a little deeper and more into a squat and come back on. Really pushing down into your left leg, left foot as you come up. The next progression would be a knee lift. if you're ready for that. Always come down into your squat, push up. I tend to find focal points, something to stare at in front of me as I find my balance. This time stay low, bring both feet on center, other side, bring both feet on center, stay low into your squat. This time stay to the left side and touch, and touch, and touch. Now sink deeper into a squat, lift, squat, touch the top of the Bosu. Next progression is a knee lift. Stay low in the squat, both feet on in a low squat as you go from one side squat to the other. Now the standing on top sometimes can really work the muscles of your feet and legs. Don't get discouraged. Things will change. Center, hold, lift up, shake off your legs. Anything that's hard, don't let it discourage you. Let it motivate you. And we'll move on to some other exercises later, so it won't be like this through the whole workout. Slide your left foot right on top of the bullseye. So there's a little circle on top of your Bosu. I call it the bullseye. Put your left foot on top of it and lift your right heel. Bring your arms out to the side. Now push actively into the left foot and slide your right foot off to the side of your Bosu. Put some pressure there. Feel the muscles in the inside of that right leg and then that lifting through the pelvis. Once you feel like you can hold still or somewhat still, take the right foot and kick out to the side and then touch again at your own timing. Remember to make it smooth, not abrupt, and very focused and very controlled. The next progression, if you're ready for the next part, is to instead of kicking, knee up, touch down. And I'm touching only to the side of the Bosu, not the floor. Now the final challenge is to bring the opposite elbow towards the knee with a cross. Towards the knee and cross. And again, it doesn't matter how many we do. It's quality over quantity. So whatever you do really well. Come back to center, release your arms. Shift your right foot right to the center of the bullseye. Take the other foot off to the side and push against the side of your Bosu, lifting and lengthening through the right leg. Arms out to the side, find your balance. Breathe, and then kick and touch. Kick and touch. And kick and touch. And one more time. The next transition is knee up and touch. And then the next progression would be the elbow crossing into the knee. And again, only go there when you feel ready. If you're not ready for that, then just keep kicking to the side or just lifting the knee or slow it way down. One more. Good. Center, relax, shake off your legs. Transition your left foot right on top of the bullseye. And this time slide the right foot as you bring your arms out to the sides. Lift your heel and slide that foot behind the Bosu. And you'll feel the top of your foot push against the Bosu, which will lengthen that left leg. Try to hold still for a second. And when you feel stable enough, kick back and touch. Remember, don't be abrupt in your movement. Be smooth. Now the final challenge, lift the leg and hold still for about 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shift your right foot up to the center of the Bosu. Arms out and lift the left heel. Then slide the foot behind you on the Bosu and put the toes or the top of your foot against it, lengthening your right leg. Try to hold still. And when you feel stable, kick and lift. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. And the final challenge, if up for the challenge, is to take the leg off and hold the lift. For a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. You made it. Shake it off. Good. Come off the Bosu. simply sitting down and standing up. I'm going to turn sideways for you. I'll be changing different angles so that you can see the move better. Simply sit down and don't rush. Sit forward, feel your thighs, push into the floor, stand up. One of the biggest mistakes we make in Pilates is using too much momentum. So feel how you get from here to here. I feel abdominals, legs up. If you'd like to add a little more challenge, lean back, lift feet. Lean into the leg stand. You can go through that a few times. On this next one, stand up and stay up. Shift one foot forward, and then take the other foot and place the toes on top of the Bosu. Just watch the alignment of your knee. Sometimes we get too close and we don't have room to shift forward. So step out, play with it, and don't be afraid to adjust the front foot if you need to. Okay, place the hands above your head, bend into your knee, and then reach forward as you shift your weight into your front leg, readjust it if you need to. Bring the arms out to the side, around, bring it back forward, and then lift the arms up as you bring your torso up. So transition forward, open, forward, lift. Forward, open, forward, lift. Bring the arms to the side. Back foot stays on with a little bit of pressure. Front knee is bent, body is upright. Front knee lifts up and melts in. So it's more almost about the landing. One more. Come back and hold, reposition. This time, lean forward and touch the floor. Stand back up. To me, the harder part is coming back up. So that's where I really focus. This is a progressive move. It will get harder. Only go to where you feel ready at the time. This time, come down, put your hands on the floor. Front foot goes back into a plank. Same foot forward. Stand up. Down. Plank. Foot forward. Stand up. Be careful not to stand up too soon. Now that same leg that's going back into the plank will kick high. So bring it down, front leg kicks up, step forward, then lift. Touch floor, kick up, forward, lift. Two more. One last time. Release that front leg, come off. Good. I'm going to do this the other direction so you can see well. Making sure that you get the other leg on this one. So plant the foot, take the other foot on top of the Bosu. Make sure the leg that's on the floor is not too close to the Bosu and that you feel stable and strong. Bring the arms above your head, reach forward, shift your weight, open the arms around the side. Bring it forward, arms up, torso up. Forward, arms, forward, lift, forward. Again, identify stable muscle versus movers. Concentration, centering, control. Fluidity, precision, and breath. Hold here. Bring the arms to your side. Back knee bent, a lot of pressure in that toe, front leg lifts off. Come into a softness. Lift up, soft. Lift up, soft. Lift up, one more. Good. Reposition the front foot. Go down deep enough to touch the floor. Rise back up. Again, find your own breath and your own timing. Progression. This time go down, touch the floor. Take the front foot back into a plank on the Bosu. Step forward, same leg. Come up. Go down. Touch. lift. Take that again. Now you can continue doing this move. This one feels right for you. Or transition the front leg to a big full kick. Really focus on how you come back up. So after you kick, plant the foot, shift into the hip and lift. One more. And lift. Good. Shake it off. Relax the legs. I think I'm going to face you on this next one so you can see. Sit down on top of the Bosu. Shift the hips forward. Just a little. Not too much. Just a little. So you're right in front of the bullseye. Now take the hands behind the Bosu and lean back. And you might have to adjust your positioning if it just doesn't feel quite right. Reposition. Lean back into your hands on the back side of Bosu. Bring one foot up at a time until your legs are up in your tabletop. Squeeze into the pelvis and the powerhouse. One toe at a time, touch down. Now start to take both toes at the same time. Finding those low tummy muscles. Breath. As you come up, hold. Extend the legs forward, open the chest. Pull the knees together. It's the double leg stretch from a series of 5. You have that lengthen, stretch, pull in. Take it one more time. Lengthen, pull in, hold. Extend one foot forward, lean back. Single leg stretch. Switch. 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 One more. Which whichever leg you have in, kick up. Single straight leg stretch, scissor. 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 Keep your chest and heart open. One more. Take both legs up. Double straight leg stretch down, pull up. Down, pull up. Similar to our teaser V-sit position. Last one, big pull, bend the knees, sit up. So out of our series of 5, that was 4. We need the crisscross move. Sit into the Bosu, a little bit in front of the bullseye. Lean back. Place your hands behind your head. Without leaning forward, just twist. Just twist. Now as you twist, lift your knee 4 times on the same side. I'm still not pulling down into the knee. I'm bringing my knee up into my elbow. Switch sides 4, 3. So here's our crisscross, 2 and 1. Now alternate. Again, without leaning forward, keep your elbows open and rotate the body. 1 more on each side, and sit up. So there's your series of 5 for the day. Lean back, reach forward, tiptoes to floor, knees close together. 1 elbow, bow and arrows back, bring it to center, other side. Now pick up the tempo, more dynamic, pull, pull, pull. Good. Bring it to center, hold. Reach the hands forward, open chest, and lift both legs up into your boat. Open the arms, open the chest. Now little flutters. Good. Hold the legs still. Bring the legs together, down, sit up. Turn the palms down. Lean back. Take your tiptoes to the floor, knees together, and pump the hands in the hundreds positioning. Pick up one leg. Put it down and pick up the other leg. Put it down with both legs. Hold still, open the arms, kick up, lift up. 3 more. This one's tough, big advanced move. So we're going into your teaser. Last one. Woo! Nothing like that abdominal work. The next set of exercises will feel like you're doing a sit-up. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see the angle a little better on the legs. Feet forward, bow back into the ball. So I'm pretty close here to the floor. Hands can stay at the chest or behind the head. Feels a little more tricky. So either way, into a sit-up, keep your sternum right and your chin right over your sternum, back and up. So a little more advanced positioning here. But it's so important, it's quality over quantity. Bring the hands, reach forward, lift up. Into the chest, lean back. Up again, and bring the hands forward. Lift up, drop into the chest, push up. Little change, lift up, bring them into the chest as you release. Bring them forward, almost in a circular motion. Into the chest, come up forward. I'm still keeping that chin right over my sternum. Stop the momentum, reverse a circle, pulling in, up, over, pull in, up, over. One more. And hold. Come to a seated position right in front of the Bosu. One of the more traditional moves of Pilates is called the roll up. We'll take a roll down and then a roll up. So we'll feel some strength, but we'll also feel a great stretch in the psoas muscle, which is that deep abdominal muscle that kind of runs into the hip flexors but connects to the back. Reach all the way up. Don't mix that up with the iliopsoas, which is more of the hip flexor area. So back muscles straight and tall. Start to roll back with the belly button pulling into your back with the arms naturally coming forward. You'll feel the Bosu support you. Open the arms around the side and go ahead and release the head against the Bosu. That's your psoas stretch. Arms around the side, engage abdominals to sit you back up. Play with that. Legs extended forward, heels down. Big psoas stretch as you roll down. Arms come around the side to roll up. If something feels good, stay in it for a little while longer. But again, find the flow. Let's go one more time. Hold there. Keep your head above your heart. Come up into a standing position. Find what you believe to be the backside of your Bosu, and that you have room to step back, so you can step into a lunge on the front of the Bosu, or on the top of the Bosu. Bring your hands to your heart center. If you need to reposition your feet, do it as you're moving through the exercise. Choose a foot and step forward right on top of that bullseye center. Hands to heart, come back in. As you go forward, open the arms. As you tap off, same leg, hands to heart. Open, close, open, close. This time stay there. Hands to heart. Rotate over your front leg. Come back to the center. Rotate over the front leg. Center, one more. Bring it back to center. Take your back heel, rotate it. Plant it down. Reach the arms above your head in a warrior one position. Front knee or shin bone pushes forward to activate the front leg. Open to warrior two, arms out to the side. Going back to warrior one, push up and then forward. It's not really a warrior one. It's a release, arms overhead. Push strong into warrior two with the weight in the front leg. One more time. Hold there. Bring your elbow down into your thigh, into a side angle. Bring it back up, hand to the back of the leg, into reverse warrior. Pilates and yoga go very well together. Go back and forth from one to the other. The difference is I hold that pose from yoga as my stabilizer, and then I add the movement. As you come back to center, hold. Turn your back toe a little more forward towards the Bosu. Reposition both arms forward. So it's a little more warrior one position. And then swing back with the arms, swing forward. The reason I move my back foot is so that I can square the shoulders off to the front. One more time. Weight should be in the front leg, and that front leg should be talking to you pretty loud. Bring your hands to the Bosu. Shift that back toe in, and put your weight forward. Lift your back foot off. Touch down. My front knee is bent. It's like a little slow flip kick. The challenge, hit that back foot off and then hold for about 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake off your legs. Transition all that sequence to the other side. I'm going to come over here just so you can see again the move at a different angle. Hands to heart. Pick up the leg you have not stepped forward yet. And go into your lunge and step back. As you step forward, open the arms. As you step back, touch. Same leg. Open. Touch. Open. This time, stay there. Bring your hands to heart. Rotate a twist over the front leg. Rotate your twist over the front leg, stabilize your legs, and rotate the movement from the waistline. Hold there. Take your back heel, rotate it. Front leg stable, arms up for warrior one, front shin bone forward. Hold. Open to warrior two. Arms go over the head, pull the weight back a little. Load the front leg. Pull up. Load the front leg. Pull up. Load in. One more time. Load. Bring that elbow to the knee. Side angle. Bring the hand to the back leg. Reverse warrior. Find the flow from reverse angle to reverse warrior as you progress through that. As you come back down to reverse side angle, transition your shoulders more forward and reach forward. This is where you might need to bring the back leg a little more toes forward. Shift into the front leg, swing the arms back. Swing the arms forward. I keep my chin hair lifted so the neck is just long and neutral in alignment. One more. Oh yeah. Bring the hands down to the Bosu. Turn your back toe inward. Shift your weight forward and pick your back leg off. Let it touch down. Little flip kick forward. Let it touch down. My front leg very bent as I have my hands on the Bosu. The next challenge, keep the leg off and balance for about 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step off. Shake off the legs. Good. Okay, next move. We go into a quadruped position. I'll come back over on this side. Both hands go to the top of the Bosu. Feet are on the floor. Knees drop to almost touch the floor. Now think about the neck. If I drop my head, I'm not in alignment. If I lift too high, I'm not in alignment. Neutral back neck. Pick up one foot. Bring the knee to the chest. Kick back. I'm not kicking high. I'm kicking back. So everything is stable except for the one moving leg. One more time. Take the leg behind you. This time kick high and pull back a little into the hands. Come forward with your knee towards the Bosu, head up. So I kick back into a 3-legged dog, and then I pull forward into the mountain climber. 2 more times. So I've got a nice stretch on the 3-legged dog, and a really good strength work on the mountain climber. The transition now from the 3-legged dog to a wider mountain climber or a Spider-Man crawl. So the knee comes towards the elbow. Remember, find your own flow. I'm doing about 4 of each move here. Finish one more. And then bring your foot down and find just a downward dog stretch with the head between the arms. Transition. With the feet on the floor, knees drop close to the ground, head up. Opposite leg, knee to chest. Kick straight back without lifting high. So I don't change my stable leg. It stays bent with the heel up. One more time. Kick that back leg up high and feel the big stretch. Hold the knee to the chest, shift your weight forward into the Bosu, lift the chin. Kick back. Pull forward. Let's do about 2 more of the mountain climber. In the pelvis, shifting back and forth, and the weight shifting into the hands. 1 more. The transition into a wider mountain climber, and I call it the Spider-Man crawl. It drops to the side of the elbow. Do about 4. I have 1 more to do. And then drop the leg down, go into that downward dog stretch. Pull the hips back, let the head drop between the arms, shake off something that is tight. And then hands to the legs and slowly roll up the vertebrae and just shake it off, roll it back. Come into a kneeling position on the Bosu now. I'll face forward so you can see this one a little better. Once you put your knees on the Bosu, pull up through your thighs and through the pelvic floor. Your back toes, if they touch, give you a lot of stability. So if you want to challenge, pull the toes off. You may need to go back and forth from that position. Something as simple as stabilizing legs, moving arms. Arms up to the high, come around, and back around to the high. Think posture. Push down with the knees to pull up into the pelvic floor. On the next one, come up and rotate sideways to open. Arms overhead to center, sideways to open, center, side to open, center, side to open, figure 8. Are your toes behind you, up or down? Push down with your knees. Try to pull up with your toes. 1 more figure 8. Hold there, bring the hands to the heart center. Going into a bird dog, the hands come to the floor. I'm going to turn sideways. Knees stay on. Put your hands in front of you on the floor. Neutralize your neck and put your hands right underneath your shoulders. Keep one knee right in the center of the bullseye. Lift the other knee and extend it behind you. So you're in that bird dog position with a nice long arm. Touch a toe down, toe up, toe down, toe up. This is a lot harder on the Bosu than the floor, especially the stable leg. Open to the side now. Center, side, center, side, center. 1 more time. Hold. Opposite hand and leg that's up comes off the floor. Okay, so where were we? Hands down. Opposite hand as leg comes up, extends forward. Bend your back knee and reach back as if you're trying to reach for your foot and come back to center. Now, bigger challenge here is to turn your head. And 1 more time. Good. Come back to center and just pull back. Repeating that on the other leg. Bring your hands back to the mat. Center your knees. And now pick up the other leg. Extend it long. Make sure the neck is in alignment. And then lower and lift the toe down and up. Good. Take that 1 more time. Lift up and hold. Now extend to the opposites, or out to the side. So extending out to the side and really feeling that stabilizer leg on the Bosu. Definitely harder here than when your knee's just on the floor. 1 more. Now as you bring it back to center, lift up your opposite hand as the leg that's in the air. Then reach it forward and find your balance. If you're ready for some movement, bend your back knee and reach back as if you're trying to touch or your leg. Take that again. Again, if you want a challenge, turn your head. If not, keep your eyes forward. One more time. Hold and center. Bring it down, sit back into a child's pose and reach back. Relax your head, tension into your neck, and then come back up into a kneeling position on the Bosu here. Stick your right knee on top and extend your left leg out to the side. Bring your hands behind the head, push down with your knee. Over to the side of the same leg that's extended and lift, adding some side tilt here. You're feeling that stable kneeling leg. One more here, and then increase the range of motion by adding an arm reach over the head. Pull back, reach over the head, and pull back. Reach again, and pull. One more. As you bring it back in, reach both arms above your head. Lengthen in the opposite way as your leg. Now feel free to just kind of use your own timing, your own tempo. Know where your limitations are and the range of motion, and then know when it's time to extend it to a little bit further. On the next one, go over and stay there with your hand dropping all the way to the floor, other hand behind your head. Free leg comes up and down. I like to do about 4. One more time. Hold. Reach your arm over your head and really lengthen from the fingertips in the opposite direction to the toes and bring it back down. Good. Shift to the other knee and take your right leg out to the side. Bring your hands above your head, the back of your head. Towards the leg that's extended, side tilt. And again, side tilt. And lift. Take it again to a side tilt. And lift. Take it one more time to the side tilt. Increase the range of motion by adding that side reach. Ooh, nice. Feel that stretch on one side, but that strength on the other. 2 more. One more time. And bring both arms above your head. Opposite of the way that your leg is extended. Do about 4. Long lever, keep your arms right next to your ears. So the whole torso is moving. Good. On the next one, take it all the way down so you shift into your hand. Put the other hand behind your head and take the free leg up and down about 4 times. And find that flow, that fluidity of the motion, strong stability. Hold the leg up and reach the arm over your head, really feeling that length. And bring it back to center and release down. Shake the tension. And bring your knees to the floor, face the Bosu. Tummy on the ball or the Bosu dome. Depending on the length of your torso, knees and arms. Let your body drop forward. Keep your knees against the floor. Take your hands behind the back of your head. In a back extension, open the elbows, lift the torso, and lower it back down. Feel free to move yourself around on the Bosu until it feels just right for you. Lift. Strong back muscles lifting you up and down. On the next one, lift up. Take your right hand behind you. Turn your head, look at your hand. Bring your hand behind your head, lower your torso down. As you come up, take the left arm this time. Turn the eyes towards the hand. Hand to the back of the head before you lower forward. Lift up. Right hand, rotate to the twist. Hand behind the head, lower forward. Take it again, lift up. Left hand rotates you. Bring it back to the head. Fall forward. This time, both arms reach back as you lift your chest a little higher to the forward position. Hands behind the head before you draw. 3 more times on this one. Lift. Extend. Hands. Release. 2 more. Lift. Reach back. Hands to head. Release forward. 1 more time. Lift. Reach back. Hands to the head. And release. Good. Push yourself back. Hands to the Bosu. Little stretch along the way. Place the elbows now onto the Bosu or the elbow plank position. please know you can do this on your knees or your feet. Head in neutral, so the back of the neck is long. Now just simply bend your knees one at a time. So bend, bend, straighten, straighten. One more the same side first. Now change sides first, so the other knee goes first. One more time. Both knees at the same time, soften, lift up. Both knees soften and lift up. Walk the feet in. Turn the Bosu now dome side down. That's what Bosu stands for. Both sides utilized or both sides up or used. The rest of the class will have the Bosu dome side down. There should be some little handles on the side. I stick my thumbs in those. Going into some push-ups, we'll do 8. You can do knees, you can do feet. You can do them as fast or as slow as you need to, but keep your body nice and strong and straight as you lower your chest, 8 of them. Still looking for that fluidity. Quality over quantity. One more. And finish with some side tilting. So whether you're on your knees or your feet, push the Bosu away from your shoulders. Long, strong arms. Side tilt, 2 more. Finish it, and done. Okay, let's take one more child's pose stretch for the lats, the back. And we will actually use the Bosu today to do some stretches. Keep the Bosu dome side down. Come to a seated position on your mat in a straddle. The dome in front of you between the 2 legs. And adjust the positioning of the Bosu for the length of your arms versus the length of your torso. Bring the hands in the front, fingertips on the front side. Hold the Bosu up. Bring your elbows into the Bosu and gently drop forward and feel the stretch. So instead of rounding and curving, push the chest forward, the elbows into the Bosu, and then use the Bosu to support that forward stretch. Okay, let the Bosu come down, and now your forehead can come to the top of your hands. I'm a stretcher that likes to move around. I like to find those little tight spots, so if it feels good to rock and roll, or just hold, whatever feels good for you after a workout like that. That's a pretty advanced Pilates workout, very challenging. I think challenge should be motivating, not discouraging. It's something that we can always strive for to be better. And lift up, always looking for growth. Take the right hand across, left hand behind your hip and rotate. You can pull your Bosu, you can push your Bosu, use it to help and assist the stretch. Switch sides. This time as you reach across, instead of twisting, take the left arm out to the side and tilt to the side stretch. This is another place where you pull the Bosu in to support you or push it away, which gives you a little more rotation or torque. Bring that top arm to a more rounded forward position. And then lift up to a more open. Switch to the other side. Bring the arm across. Right hand out to the side over the top of the head. Round forward. Open it up. And come back up. Take the Bosu and just put it out of your way. I'm going to put mine behind me here. Bring the legs forward. Wrap the right leg over the left. Arm around, twist. You can always fold this bottom leg in if you'd like to. Do a lot of stability work on the hip. So you may feel that tomorrow. With the leg you have crossed, it's my right. I lean to my left. Right hand goes into my hand for quadricep stretch. Another stretch for shoulder, chest, maybe a little arm stretch. And then lift up. Take the other leg now across, wrap it around, twist. that leg that's wrapped around, put it in your hand, lean away from it, stretch open through your shoulder, chest, quadricep. Please make sure when doing the Pilates Bosu training workout that your Bosu is safe, securely fastened to the floor, that you have a non-slip mat, you have plenty of space for these moves, and that you only do what your fitness level allows you to do to feel successful but safe. Bring it in, bring your feet together, take a deep breath in. Exhale, come to the center. Have a beautiful day today. Thank you so much for joining me for Pilates with the Bosu. Check out Fitness with Jenn for a lot of other workouts, and I hope to see you again soon.